I came back to the hobby table after another long absence. A good couple of weeks passed since the last episode, and maybe it's the spring and my interests lie somewhere else now. Maybe it's something else. Anyway, I still did something constantly every day or every week, depending on the case. I was watching my two favorite channels, David's Ships and Ron Calverley's The Model Ship. For those of you who don't know, David's Ships uploads one episode every week, very regularly, and Ron with The Model Ship, he's doing one episode each day from more than 6 years now, no exception, talking about dedication and self-discipline. Yeah, I'm not like this, unfortunately. Now, in looking at David's ships, I could see how much he works for he strives for a certain level of perfection, if I can say. In the first episodes of his latest build, the HMS Hood, he put a lot of work into the seam lines for various connections between various plastic ships and so on. And it gave me to think about the way he uses the putty and the way he uses the filing, the files, and the filing sticks, and so on. So what I did, I don't have yet the putty. I didn't even order it yet, and I don't think I'll be using that in this build. But I ordered and I got this nice set of files, and it's called Paris, and inside we find a set of steel files and a set of diamond files, and well, this is they have different names. I think somewhere on the box you can see here flat wording, half round, round, triangle, square. I didn't bother yet to identify each of them, and if I don't use them regularly, I will forget how they are called. But yeah, this is the newest acquisition I've made. So yeah, well, enough about the tools. Let's go back to the build, and I think we got to step 18, and step 18 is almost totally about a lot of boat supports. Now, these boat supports have to stay in certain places on the island. By the way, one thing I like so much about David's ships, he knows the names of pretty much all the pieces and all the decks and all the areas of the ship. So this entirely indeed is the island, but this one is called the flying deck. Not the flying deck, the shelter deck, because this one supposedly shelters whatever is below it, and so on. Anyway, these boat supports, let me zoom in here. They are marked on that deck. They have markings indicating the precise places where we should install them. I don't think you can see them yet. Let me try more zoom. And refocus. Something like this. You can actually see them now. Here and here and another one here and so on. They are barely visible, but still they are there, and they correspond to the markings in the manual, of course, like this one here. So this is where the piece should stay, and I can see there 3 or 4 types, maybe 5 types of boat supports. We have Photo H, A25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 36, 37, oh, quite a lot of types, 23. I think I should pay attention which one I put where, because they have to match properly to keep those boats properly aligned and horizontal. I think so. Another observation I have watching David's ships, and perhaps I had it years ago when I started to watch Ron Calverley's, is this about the gluing. Me, I use a lot this extra thin cement from Tamiya, which is indeed very, very fluid. So the moment you apply it here, it has a tendency of spreading around and then attacking the paint and so on. And sometimes, but only sometimes, David, from David's ships, he does the same, but he comes back with a lot of touch-up and take care of the final shape of the final state, final surface of the painting. I don't usually do that. I should. Even better, however, he uses a thicker glue. It's called something like Revel contact cement or something like this, and it's thicker, and when you apply it, it has a tendency of staying there, not spreading around like this, not pulling like this. And I'm using this one which is called SIA Fixed, and it's a good one. It's a CA glue. It says medium viscosity, but I find it, however, I find it quite fluid. I would like to have this one or something equivalent, high viscosity, or I don't know, to be more solid, much less fluid than this one. I don't have one, and for this build I will stick with what I have, and so you see we'll have limitations, but still have a lot of fun, because you know me, I only do what gives me a fair level of fun related to this hobby. Yes, so we'll have to proceed now to install those boat supports. Step 18. A lot of people try to teach me or train me about how to do things the proper way. And most often I don't listen. I'm stubborn. I have my fun just the way it is now, but every now and then I feel the need to at least try their way against my way of doing things, and being quite sure that the results will be better. Now this is one of those rare occasions. You know that I used to cut the photo etch pieces on pads like this, or on some more rigid cardboard. But the unavoidable result is at some point the photo etches get bent. They lose their straight, their alignment, their plane alignment. So everybody is using a piece of, sandstone, and it's the first time I try to cut photo etch on a sandstone like this, and I'm pretty sure the first thing that will happen will be that the small pieces will jump all over the place. I think. Don't know, I never tried them. And these are the boat supports. The boat supports that I was talking about. And the first pair that we have to install is the photo etch A. This is the photo etch A, and it's number 26, port and starboard. Of course you cannot see the numbers. I will try to zoom and see if I can focus. Can you really see them? You can see the A here, and I think we are here. I try to look on the screen because with naked eye I cannot see them myself, the numbers. This is 25 and this is 26. Can I zoom more? Almost. Yeah, now you can see them, 25 and 26. So I have this 26 that I have to cut and install on that boat support platform. gonna try to cut both of them. Is this the proper way to do it? I don't know. No, it's possible that will jump. No, it didn't jump. Okay. Okay. So I think it's a bit better than what I was doing before. Of course, at the base here, I cannot see anything, but you can see on the screen there are these imperfections. I will simply ignore them. I will try to install these two pieces on the in the proper place. I can see the proper place, you cannot yet. I need to refocus. Look, is this one. This is the first pair, this one and its brother here. Or something. I think so. I'm not sure. Because the other side doesn't really match the first side. On the left, I lost the sign, cannot see it, but here you can see it, it interferes with this part of the bridge, so this will have to be installed somewhere here. Let's try to refine the first one. Imagine if I would have no, it lost the focus too much zoom. If I would have painted this thing, I wouldn't have seen anything. Those traces are so fine, so thin. Basically, you can. Yeah, I retrieved the first one. It's here. It's inclined like this, and the second one is here. But on the other side, I only have one that's interfering with this part of the deck. I don't know. And then the A26. The A26 stays here. One of them stay here, and the other one stays here like this. So anyway, not an easy task. Not an easy task to understand how they want it to be installed. Maybe there is another trace that I don't see. No, beats me. There is no other trace. Because it would be easy for me to just place the A26 no matter where, this one here, and this one here, but then they have to match and to pair some other boat supports to keep the boats. This is very weird. And they are not symmetrical from one side to another one. They are not symmetrical. Even if you look, where should I? Yeah, towards the middle of the ship. Towards the middle of the ship, you can see one here which doesn't have a correspondent here, and one here which doesn't have one here. It's only one in the middle over here, and there are two of them, 1, 2 and 1, 2, because actually the boats are different. So maybe, just maybe, now you can see them properly. This would be A26, the first one here, and the first one here, and then we have another pair in the back of this A26 would be A24, and then the other side A25. Okay, A25 comes right after A26. If I am to trust the instructions, and this is another great question. Yeah, I think I'm gonna install the A26 no matter what, and see from there. A26.